Hello friend, I want to tell you about the Toyota Corolla car. If you consider the Toyota Corolla VIII to be just a reliable Japanese car without soul, you're seriously lacking in motorsport history. It was the WRC version of this model that earned Carlos Sainz and Didier Auriol 30 podium finishes in the World Rally Championship in the 1990s. We examine how the road-legal version holds up after all these years. Among petrol engines, the best choice is the 110 horsepower 1.8-liter unit due to its durability, but unfortunately, this version is very rare. Therefore, we'll be forced to choose smaller engines which, while also relatively trouble-free, can consume excessive amounts of engine oil. Clutch durability issues also occasionally occur. The ignition system can fail at any time. After all these years, it has every right to go on strike, and it's hardly surprising. Those looking for a diesel should consider the 2.0-liter, 72-horsepower Japanese-built 2.0D, which is practically armored. Unfortunately, the lack of turbocharging makes it very sluggish. In fact, it lacks dynamics. The 1.9D engine from the French company PSA is also equally durable, but finding a worthy example with this diesel engine is not easy. I don't recommend the turbocharged D4D engine. While its dynamics and refinement surpass naturally aspirated engines, the components themselves, primarily the turbocharger and injection system, aren't very durable, and any repairs due to expensive original spare parts will certainly break the bank. The car was available in several body styles, including hatchback, liftback, sedan, and station wagon. The Toyota Corolla E110 received a 3-star rating in Euro NCAP crash tests. Japanese cars at the time weren't particularly safe, but models like the Ford Focus 1 and Volkswagen Golf IV achieved much better results. The biggest scourge of vintage Japanese cars is, of course, corrosion. This doesn't spare Toyotas either. Rust appears around the wheel arches, sills, front fascia, and exhaust system components. The suspension is fragile. Stabilizer links, control arm bushings, rear suspension rods, engine mounts, and control arm pivots are among the most vulnerable. Toyota Corolla VIII owners also complain about a faulty wiper mechanism, fragile headlight seals in pre-facelift cars, alternator defects, and short lighting lifespans. Due to its age, I recommend checking the chassis for oil leaks, especially where the gearbox meets the engine, where the O-rings age the fastest. When choosing this model, however, we must bear in mind that there won't be many affordable replacements, and original parts are often expensive. Well, you have to pay for quality. However, if you choose a well-maintained model, you can drive it for several more years without any major breakdowns. Besides its reliability, this car's greatest advantages are its fuel-efficient engines and easy resale. Besides the aforementioned flaws, its drawbacks include its conservative design and the lack of a more powerful engine version with a punch. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and rate my video. If you know of any issues with this car that I haven't mentioned, be sure to share them in the comments.